Hey everybody, Phoenix here. We're going to do a video on how to either get better at Tekken playing your character, or even if you're new to Tekken, we're going to tell you how to learn a character. So first thing you're going to do is pick a character that you like, a character you can play for hours with no problems. Like I love Leo. Even though Leo is a trap, I do like Leo, so we're going to pick Leo. And we're going to fight Katarina because Katarina brings views. That's what Katarina does. I'm going to go to my favorite stage to train at, Twilight Conflict, where if I could find it. So first thing you want to do when learning your character is go to the command list, the move list, and you want to learn every move that the character has. What you want to do is go through every move and do this twice. What this is going to do for you is help you build muscle memory for the character. This is going to help you build muscle memory for your character, going through every move and doing it three times, sorry. And once you do this 3 times, it's going to help you remember the character's attacks. And not only that, but also help start that muscle memory for doing these character attacks. Some character attacks you might not even know, you just do them from muscle memory. After learning each attack and going through everything, now what you want to focus on are launchers, because when you get online, everybody and their mamas be doing combos. They're going to do all different style of combos you've never seen, combos you've seen before. So as a new character, you would want to learn combos because everybody does combos, right? So from each launcher that your character has, so Leo has down forward 2 is an uppercut. He also has top kick. He also has down back 3. He has a launcher from his stance. So each of these launchers you want to come up with your own combo for. And once you do that, then you can move on to the next step. But during this step of learning combos, see everything that works during these combos. Such as hop kick. Can I do 1, 2, 1, 1 during combos? Is that gonna work? Does 1, 2, 1, 1 help me wall carry? You want to figure these things out. You have to throw in extra attacks to make sure the 1-1 works at the end of 1, 2, 1, 1. Or maybe I have to stall it a bit. Anything to get the combo or the attacks during the combo to work. As you can see, 1, 2, 1, 1 does not work without proper stalls and a few extra hits. If I can show you this. Let's do this. There you go. With the proper amount of hits and the proper stalls. And once you find a combo that you like, that you come up with on your own, and it looks beautiful, and you're just like, oh man, this combo is beautiful. Practice that combo, do it until it becomes muscle memory. Do it from movement, such as sidestep. Side steps into hop kicks, and then do the combo to see if it works from sidestep. Sometimes your combo might not work from every single angle. Sometimes it might only work on certain characters. A lot of people practice against Ling Xiaoyu because Ling is a very small character. And if it works on Ling, it'll work on every character in the game. So also practice against Ling. I just got Katarina for views, and Katarina's not working right. She's facing the wrong way for my views. Turn around, Katarina. There you go. Now the views are working. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Alright, next step. So you've learned the launchers. You've learned all the launchers your character has. You've gone through his move list, find out all the moves that your character has. Even you've learned all his parries, because I'm pretty sure you've seen things and you're like, oh, what does that do? You see things with specific animations or parry style animations. And you're like, oh, what does that do? And you tried those out. So now what we're gonna do is download the Tekken 7 Chicken Plus app. This is not my app, it is a very useful app. And what this app has, Tekken 7 Chicken Plus, is you can find your character that you picked, and you can find all the moves that are plus on lock. So plus moves are a big thing in Tekken for to continue pressure and you don't lose your turn when attacking. So let's go and set the computer to guard all. But let's see this. Leo's running kick is actually +8 on block. What this means is this hits your opponent's guard, you're free to do just about any move that you want to after running 3. You can do 4 2-2s. You can keep up the pressure by just getting close and maybe mixing up with a throw because your opponent's gonna block. Your opponent's like, oh man, look at this big stun, I think I should block, you know? So you can come up with some mix-ups from there from your plus moves. Now you just want to train with your plus moves. You're gonna do plus moves and you're like, oh, what can I do that's gonna absolutely stop anything the computer does? You know, I mean anything the opponent does, I'm sorry. So if I do this +8, what can I do that's gonna give me the biggest result, that's gonna stop the most, that's gonna limit the amount of options that opponent has against this? So this being +8, I'm sorry, +9. It's actually +9. This being +9, I can do any 19 frame attack, which you'll be able to see in Tekken, Tekken Chicken Plus app. You'll be able to see how many frames each attack are. So I can safely throw this out and then throw forward 3, which is a very long frame move, and safely expect either a counter hit or just a hit on guard. Now it is a high and they can't duck it, but the thing is now I can throw it out without have to worry about if the opponent's going to stuff me with a jab or if the opponent's going to launch me because I'm negative, because it's a very long move. But after being +9, now I have enough frames to throw this out, and it's at least going to hit guard if the opponent doesn't crouch. Also, you can throw in safe mids. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Safe mids to mix it up. So if the opponent gets used to you doing what you usually do, you have your mix-up attack. So you want to focus on doing moves that are plus frame, and focus on making mix-ups from these plus frame attacks. Alright? Alright. Next thing you're going to want to work on after finding out all your plus frame attacks is the best way to get into some plus frames. Plus frame attacks to at least hit the guard. There's a lot of people that are going to be mashing buttons during your combos. You get a lot of lower ranked people. Doesn't matter what you do, you'll be +42 and they're still going to hit buttons. You know, those people are just they're going to stop you before you can even get into certain plus frames. A lot of plus frame attacks are longer than 13 frames, so they're going to be mashing all types of things in between your attacks. So you want to find out if your character has certain stances that have plus frame attacks in them, such as Leo's, I forget the name of the stance, Leo's extra stance. So I can't just go at an opponent and throw this out. Most likely they're going to stuff me, they're going to jab me, might get floated if someone knows what they're doing. They'll see this and they'll have thrown out attack at the same time and I'll get counter hit. So what you want to do is find smooth ways to transition into these very nicely, so it's not as obvious what you're going for. Also being a plus frame move, and after seeing it a few times you're like, oh, I know what he's doing. So you want to find ways to get into it without having, I'm sorry if I can do this, to get into it without being obvious. So that's just one example. So right, so once you find some ways using your character's X to set up ways to get these plus frame moves out, so then after that you'll be winning a lot more games against noobs doing things like this. Also, don't be afraid to mix it up. Leo's plus frame from his stance. Leo's plus frames from his stance is a high, so some people are gonna get used to it and they're gonna be like, oh, I can duck it. Some people never catch on. That's just how bad they are as a Tekken player. So what you want to do is mix it up. So instead of that, now I'll do a mid. And if I want to mix it up really big, I'll do a launcher. Now they're scared. Now the next one, they might just eat the plus frame attack because they're scared that you might do a launcher. But it's a 50, so it's a guess. Right? Alright. So this is going to be the starting guide to learning your character. The next thing we're going to do is going to go into defense. So this is learning your character. With these basics, you should be able to handle just about any noob. And I'll give some more examples on characters if you want me to. Just give me some comments in below, and I'll go over specific characters in a video just to show you what some setups are. Real quick, I'll show you one of my favorite Lail setups are. Is to do 1-4, which is not plus on block, which means that the opponent has an opportunity to interrupt it to attack. But I'll do 1-4 into 4-2+3, which will dodge 70%, or it'll hit first on 70% of anything that the opponent will do after. It's a great way just to get the opponent think they can throw out a jab, think they can throw out any attack, and not only does it sidestep, but it attacks at the same time. It is a high. Some people may get used to it. You don't want to wear it out, but it's a very good thing to do. As you can see, a lot of people get hit by this setup. I don't. It's not even a big one. Very small setup. They start getting used to it. Just throwing an uppercut the mix. Most likely they'll want to duck it. If they're good, they'll want to duck it. If they're normal, they'll just block it. In that case, just go for some more mix-up after that. Alright, thank you. I'll catch you on the next one.